Hey, so when I was younger, I did say two things a lot. It was like, I have work and I'm not ready. And I'm not ready was more like, I'm not ready to be in a relationship. I'm not ready to start working on this project. I'm not ready to do this or that. And, for the most part, I was right. I was not ready. And it's something that's honestly unique per person. And to get ready took me a lot of effort and time, a lot more um than I honestly realized until recently. But at first, when I said I'm not ready, it was basically just pure logic. I was like, okay, I know where I am right now mentally, and I cannot be there for this thing or this person at this time. I was like, that's what happened. And then something incredibly humbling happens and you're like, I'm not ready mentally at all. Like, I'm in a really shit place in my mind that is like, I'm not ready. I cannot do it. And the problem with that point in your life is that you're kind of just there sitting with it. It's like, I'm not ready. I don't know what to do to get ready, and I really wish someone at those moments kind of told me, okay, look at where you're right now. Like, look at everything that you have around you. In what position are you in, like financially, physically? Where are you? And then try to understand, where do you want to be? Like, you understand all the things you hate. That's pretty easy. Just the opposite of what you hate is probably connected to where you want to be. It doesn't have to be a specific job. It doesn't have to be a specific anything. It can be very general. It could be like, okay, now I'm living with my parents. I want to live in an apartment. It doesn't state where the apartment is. It doesn't state where who you are with in the apartment. It just means you want an apartment of your own. And to understand that, it takes a lot of effort as well, to want to get out of that, because it's either you accept it and you get stuck in accepting it for a very long time. So it's like, okay, I'm not ready. I will be ready eventually, but I'm gonna sit here with it. Some people skip this part. Some skip it entirely and they go straight to, fuck it, I'm not ready, but I'll do it anyways. Because, hey, at least I'll learn. And that's how you know you have the mindset to do things that you're not ready for. Because it's true that need that. You need that part of you to be super tired of not doing anything, or not wanting to not do anything, to actually to do something. And I hope that made sense. But in that term, there's also the mindset of where you may end up being humbled. I keep using humbled, but yeah. Um, and this is where where how you talk to yourself is incredibly important, which is something that you learn either way, either from stopping and being like, okay, I'm not ready yet, but I will be, or from being like, okay, fuck it, I'll do it anyways. And in both situations afterwards, you're kind of there and you're starting to talk to yourself negatively. And you use that as fuel. Most people do. They use the stress as fuel to keep going. They use negativity as, to keep going. And it takes a lot of mental strain, and you end up becoming the most toxic person in your life. For some people are really just, you can't overpower that. But um it sucks to be in, because in that case, you are the only enemy and you're supposed to be the only one you can trust. And that is the worst position to be in. But after that, once you get through that and really tired of being the only enemy and wanting to think positively and looking everything in your life as like, okay, I will do it. I will remind myself to be patient with myself, because the reality of it is that everything will be a challenge. And how you handle it with yourself and others is going to tell you how successful you're going to be in everything else you do. And that's what I'm realizing more and more. It's like there's still some shit that I need to work through. But for the most part, I know that everything I've gone through mentally, with negative self talk to um, just being too easy on myself to everything, it's slowly coming more and more to the position where I'm like, okay, I'm not ready, but I will still try because even if it fails, at least I will learn something and at least it's progress because slow progress is still better than none. And I will do it in a healthy manner. If I feel like I can push myself, then I will keep pushing myself. But if I say I'm not ready, I will have to understand why I'm not ready and work towards the skills or whatever I need to be ready. And that's more of the positive mindset that I think that most people take a while to get to. Everyone reaches it eventually. Everyone starts a project eventually and being like, okay, I'm not ready yet, but I will be. And I will work towards it. I don't know if I can actually speak for everybody, but I think for the majority of people, that applies to everything. That applies to sports. You know, you join in, you have no idea what the fuck you're doing. You say, I'm not ready to be at this skill level yet, but if I keep practicing, I will keep going. And with the right techniques, my practicing will actually come in handy and I will get where I want to be and I will be ready for that skill level. That I hope that makes sense. But yeah, this applies to everything. And I think I talked enough for it to be now a little too much. But um I hope that made sense. And if there are any questions, there is the Discord server you can join. It's pretty much where everyone's going through the self growth era of their life. And there's also a YouTube video that will make a little more sense about why it's called the Lone Era Discord channel. And if you can relate, you're also welcome to join. It's just a safe place, and that's all I'm trying to get from building it, just a safe place. So yeah, I hope that made sense, and I will see you guys in the next video, and I hopefully will have the surprise ready by then. Something big happened, and I'm very proud of it. Um, but yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.